Aloha. Tell you what, I realized that you didn't get your video this week. I'm so sorry. Didn't send through when I pushed it on the YouTubes. So I'm just gonna make a completely new one. Today's is gonna be a chord review in rhythm. We're gonna be using our up and down system, and then I'm gonna incorporate that reggae beat we had with our new chords. So our chord review, we'd have a C major, our D minor. This is going to have our first finger on the F note, our second finger on the A note, and our third finger right underneath on that D note to give us our D minor. When we do a do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, that D, that do, re is a minor. And then our minor third is the E. We experienced it by playing our first finger on the second fret on the A string, then our second finger on the third fret on the E string, and then our third finger on the C string, the thickest string, on the fourth fret. The G right here, this high G, is open, giving us, that's our E minor. So in review, C major, D minor, E minor, and then our old faithful F major, G major. Kiana, you've been playing this, rather than playing it like this, you've been playing it like that. Thank you for taking notice of that and trying to change that. It does happen to help out later on, and it fits with our spider exercises for our G. Because when we're doing the other exercise, when we're trying to do a G to a G6, sometimes it gets a little mixed in translation when I'm trying to do both fittings for that, both fingering, okay? If that's understood, you can play your G either way you want to. Heck, you could even bar the top three like a G7 and then put your finger down so you're doing that. Either way, that's the only note you'd be missing from a bar chord made out of the F major, F sharp, G major. So this G major, our next chord in that C, D, E, F, G is our minor 6. Now we both know that this is our A major. And then if we get rid of that C sharp note, whoop, it becomes an A minor. The only other chord that we didn't really go over, but we kind of hinted to, was our B diminished. And the reason why we don't say C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, G7 is because I would not say things twice when talking to you. So I don't do it when I'm saying anything about music. I wouldn't say Tom, Dick, and Harry bounced the ball down the road. It just doesn't make sense. I use the right phrasing and the right syllables in English or Spanish or Portuguese or German or Japanese. So in music, we have to use the right notation with the right notes. It just so happens C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C is the alternative to a chord which can be called a G7 but is actually a B diminished. Thusly, when I take this chord and move it up to a C diminished, that also can be called a G sharp 7, which is weird, but it's the same thing as having your C diminished. I hope that's not too much over the head. So this week, try please to go through C major 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, D minor and 2 and 3 and 4, E minor. Notice how I'm doing the rhythm on my right hand and I'm switching right after I play the chord, so I have a lot of time. G, switch to the A minor, A on the 1, now switch to the B diminished, play the B diminished on the 1, and then get ready for the resolution on the C. When I switch my chords on my left hand, on the and of 1, I have all this time to get ready for the next chord, okay? That's lesson 1, try that. Lesson 1 is your spiders. That's lesson 2, the rhythm exercise, but we're using multiple chords, okay? We're using all 7, C, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, and B diminished. Our next thing we're doing, let's just pick 3 of those chords, or maybe 4 of those chords. I think the ones that we used in example were probably down, so that's really slow. We'd have a rest, down, rest, down. The only other beat that we can do besides that is do a rest, down, up, which tends to be like a boom, cha-cha, 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 boom, cha-cha, boom, cha-cha, boom, cha-cha, boom, cha-cha. So once you get that kind of boom, cha-cha, you can decide whether you want to go boom, cha, or go boom, cha, cha. You can even mix it up. C, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, F, G, C. F major, G major, C major, C7, F major, G major, A minor, F major, B diminished, C major, C7, something along those lines. Try doing the pop in one and then popping down, up. That's a simple reggae beat. I really enjoyed seeing you guys this last week. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. And then I think we're also doing a Saturday as well. So I'll have a whole song prepared for us for tomorrow. And then we'll move on and have that, maybe if we could do it in a couple days, get back on Saturday. But we could work on it through the week if you like. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Aloha.